Welcome to another episode of Bone Lab. First one had a bit of audio issues, so it's gonna be a little bit if you hear it will be stopped over, it means that I dubbed over it. Now, we're going to be testing out every Resident Evil weapon that I have in my body. Until there's new ones that are... I will let you know if you don't see the Riot Gun or the SG-9R on the list. That's because I have them mine. My personal favorite gun is the SG-9R because Resident Evil 4 Remake is my personal favorite Resident Evil. We're going to be testing out all of them, start with the classics because people like classics. Nobody likes the new one. Well, some people do. Some people don't. And we're going to be testing it all out. Requiem Zombie. Now, first thing we comes to this. This is the Silver Ghost, the Silencer Edition, which between the Silencer Edition and the regular edition, well, firstly one sound, secondly, far away the enemy. Also, words for this edition that I wish the new ones had better. Now, is there any difference between them? Let's test it out, shall we? Silenced a little bit weakened. Not weakened. Not loud. However, it's a little stronger. Between the two of them, on your personal style, I'd say do whatever you want. I personally prefer the louder one because I can do combos like in the game, like shoot the knee and then start bashing them and stuff like that. Now, if you want to feel like James Bond, it's not so easy for it. That's that wrong one. Alright. The game will be a little laggy. Those were Silver Ghost gun. This is the Hunk. No, not the Ada. That's the team. No, that's Ada's. That's the team. It covers a lot of ground. And when enemies are attacking, pretty effective. So, good gun. Good gun. Needs better sound. Now, Killer 7. This is... So, in Bone Lab, it's a pretty good gun because, while it is loud, it's a pretty good gun. However, in-game, you might as well not have it if you're playing Resident Evil 4 because it appears when you get to the island. Now, here, however, where the red dot goes, pretty good at killing an enemy. It's pretty good at what the gun's designed to do. You need to do more things like this. Recoil, however, that's the issue. Because while the other guns, they were handguns, the recoil is this one. It's better work with two guns. You can't just one-hand it or the recoil will hit you. Other than that, those this gun, I give it a 7 out of 10. Get out of the way. Anyway. Now. Beautiful Ada weapons. As soon as I figure out where fucking hell. I don't know how to load this thing. Fucking fun. Okay. There's this beautiful 801 stuff. One-handed, it pretty much has zero recoil. I said pretty much. Even though it does have recoil. However, best thing about this gun, high damage output. Only downside, fucking complicated to use. Other than that, though, the game's pretty good. The game might be lagging a little bit, but solid. I'm just gonna give it an 8 out of 10 out of fucking spite. I can't tell which is which. The black tail and the punch. You say this is the black tail because it's a little small, and this is the puncher. Both of them are pretty good. However, this one's a little better one-handed. This one is too. This one's supposed to penetrate. Like me and your mom. Anyway. This one, I'm pretty sure, is just for crowds. Keep forgetting. This one, I'm pretty sure, is just for crowds. Other than that, though, it's pretty weak. Yeah, real quick. I do so. Alright. Those were good. Both Matildas. Now, you may be familiar with this if you played the Resident Evil 2. This is the Unstarted. Now, when it comes to shooting, it's decent. However, on this regular gun, basically without the stock, it's pretty much fucking useless. Unless you just mainly, unless you got really fast. Otherwise, this is your best bet with the stock. Unlike in Resident Evil 4 or 2, unlike in Resident Evil 4, I'm gonna fucking show you it. I can do this. Now for honestly a gun that should have been in the remake. The Stingray. When looking through the scope, it's black. It's dark. However, pretty sure it's because this scope is using scope's it's supposed to be helpful in the RE4 original and remake. Other than that, though, in this mod pack, the devs failed in this one. This is the regular TMP. One-handed is fine. Two-handed is also fine. When it comes to defeating enemies, that's where this gun kind of shines. God. I can't really think of a flaw in this weapon besides the fact that it's very easy to grab. It's very easy to grab the clip. Other than that, though, it's pretty good. Me personally, I rate it 9 out of 10. Now, updated version of Kendo's gun, Silver Ghost. Now, this isn't in Resident Evil Requiem. It's happening now that it's basically, it's a pretty much updated sound quality, even though this came before the old games. This doesn't have the rage cleaner, which is a downside to this gun, however, except for I could do things like that. Do things like that makes me laugh. Other than that, though, I don't recommend using that if you're doing Bone Lab playthroughs. We're in the section of Resident Evil 7. First up, Thor's Hammer, which can be found in Not Hero DLC through Resident Evil 7, where you play as that janky-ass Chris Evans. He's skinny, but for some reason it's the same voice. Falcon Wesker. Now, when it comes to shooting, it's not bad. However, the kickback it pushes you back a little bit, so that's a downside. However, yeah, I'm pretty sure I could boost you in the air a little bit, but not that much. When it comes to destroying actual enemies, however, it's really effective at blowing guts. Let's rock, baby. Let me one-handed shotgun. 8 out of 10. Pushes you back a little bit, but it's pretty effective gun. Now, for the gun that Chris Redfield wanted. Now, this silencer right here does jack shit. This silencer is there just for style. In reality, this gun has no silence whatsoever. So already I have problems. The gun is not silent. In fact, actually, it's quite loud. I'm pretty sure I put an enemy right here. Okay, that doesn't count because the enemy saw me. But if I shoot up in the air... Okay, never mind. Loud gun, enemies get here. This is here. For no, Resident Evil 7, that's our reason. Once I unlock it in the next game, it's no longer there. And Resident Evil 8, and by this time, it is also not there. Other than that, though, pretty effective gun. And as you saw in the enemy earlier, it's pretty effective at shooting up close. And a bar. Doesn't immediately kill them, but it will get some guts out. Other than that, though, yeah. I'm giving that a 6 out of 10 at Spike. I don't like what they did with style. Other than that, that was pretty good. Now, House Hatchets. You get it. Okay, so in Resident Evil Requiem, you get this after you kill Hunk, but you get it temporarily. However, you can get it as a bonus item. In the actual game, it has less durability, and it attacks very less. However, you can pay bigger weapons. It's good for that. Here, however, I can't carry shit, so that's awesome. Over, I can't. Over, I can kill an enemy easily. Only problem, any of the hat tricks get stuck on these sons of bitches. Solid, don't pick it up in the next game, you might as well leave your signature. Hunk's gun, on the other hand, that's the real shot. Carbine cutter. It's pretty good when it comes to spread range, and for enemies, you don't even have to enter at all. You can actually just shoot them in the shins and get them shin splints. So, like any other gun, it's pretty effective at killing enemies, like any gun. However, here's this gun's specialty. This gun's specialty is, since it's pretty big, you can either hold it correctly, or you can do what my way, which is the absolute psychopath way, and then just go boom, boom. Now, we have the rifle, or the Killer 7. A bit generic, like a regular hunting rifle. However, it does give me vibes to, well, Resident Evil 4's first rifle. Loading this thing is an absolute pain in the ass. Also, you don't. Also, pointless. Just load it with things like that. However, aim it. I'm not good with the rifle. It's a solid 9 out of 10 though. Downside, the loading fucking sucks. Get better. You might notice there's no other regular weapons. That's because they're on me. Here's the alligator snapper. My personal favorite gun, the one that's very overlooked, the weak gun. But people don't overlook it. I don't, because you can shoot their knees. You can do combos like that, and then boom. Yeah. Now, I know. You're all pretty bored. Requiem! We want the Requiem game. You have to wait. Here's my favorite axe. So, better design for one, and it's your starting axe right here. It's always going to be on your Leon Kennedy avatar. This axe is your best friend. Not to mention, whenever you stab someone with the axe in this game, it's not as easy to get stuck. Still get stuck on an enemy sometimes. However, I know like the pretty good at shooting. And 2, 3. Lagging a bit, so